Hello and welcome to day 3. We're still in addition and subtraction. I do want to mention, if you ever look at the schedule and you're like, hey, the schedule says we're supposed to be doing like hand up, hand over, and compare and contrast, but we're not doing that. A lot of the strategies that we were given and the schedule we were given it was for a brick and mortar class. Because we're virtual. And these activities are solidly brick and mortar. And so they don't really translate well into a virtual classroom. Like hand up, hand over, passing a balloon. And so it's really hard to do in a virtual classroom. So I try to get these strategies I try to make the principle of these strategies work in a fun and engaging way. My best friend, ChatGPT, helps a lot. I think I broke him today, or getting these to work. So if the names don't exactly work or match, it's just because they're made for a virtual or made for a brick and mortar. You can always go on Lead Forward, look at my brain is like totally drawing a blank, learning strategies or something like that. But the principles are the same, especially like for like hand up, hand over, mystery bag, catch and release, things like that. It's to get them to break down the questions and think about what's being asked, or to think about what they're being asked to do. So that's the purpose. And even with like the vocabulary, some of them it just didn't translate into virtual, so I just tried to get it as close as possible. So let's go. So today it is Wednesday, March 19th, technically, when you're doing this. Just don't forget to change your name. We're keeping the same TEKS 3.4a, 3.4b, 3.5a. The same type of question, sound check question, just different money variations. Still answering in a clapboard. You can review these vocabulary words. They're doing a different type of vocabulary activity, but you can review these because they're going to be using 2 of those vocabulary words. They're going to be reviewing difference and sum today, but the activity will be different in a second. You'll see. So today they're playing That's Whack. You've known me since we started using writing across the curriculum, Miss Smith. I even say it to my students, I cannot say, I have to say writing across the curriculum because my brain will melt down if I say that, if I say whack too many times because everything is wiggity whack. So, yep, there we go. Yes, I am a child of the 90s. So what are we doing? We are going to have the students read the question / look at the visual and decide if they would add or subtract to solve that question or visual. Then drag and drop the correct term, sum or difference, to the slide. From there, you can either have the students solve that question or visual or work as a class to solve it. So that's hard. So there are, let's see how many questions or visuals are there. I apologize. It is hard whenever we have our writing things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 of them that they're going to have to do. So either you can just have them work through those, just identifying the strategy they will use, either to use sum or difference to solve. Like, so you can set a timer, like you have 3 minutes to identify this, which would not be enough time to solve each problem. And then as a class, you work through these or set a longer time time frame, which will then allow them to solve it. So, and that you make that determination. And really that also depends on how much time you're going to allot for the other table activity. And you can also do this as a whole class. So either you can send them, do this as a whole class, or send them to tables. They work through this as a table and then bring them back. So choose your own path. So read the question, and then either they drag difference or sum, they whack. So the thought process is like slapping the vocabulary word on the wall with like a fly swatter. I used to do this with my 4 kiddos when we did high frequency words. I was a stay-at-home aunt for quite a few years, and we hit our high frequency. I had our words just hanging on the wall. We learned our words by hitting them with a large fly swatter. So yes, life was fun. So they just drag and drop whichever word would be correct. So, and then we're not number pluckers. We're going to be using our rock star thingy. It's the same principle as yesterday. It is from this point on, it's going to be the exact same principle as yesterday. Today, though, we are also, it's still talking, we're still finding the yes, perimeter. Sorry. So looking for different ways to find the perimeter. I just lost my entire thought process right there. So, and there are only 3. Yes, I only did 1, 2, 3 questions for that. And then our exit ticket, write your own perimeter problem for your bandmate to solve. And then once again, that how confident do you feel about estimating and solving addition and subtraction problems for sorry. Life is good today. I'm so sorry. But so that is day 3. We're moving on to day 4. We're getting this done. Yeah, pretty soon we're changing addition, subtraction was a biggie. We'll be moving up. Yay! All right.